We got HIVEMIND Unlimited. We're talking about their 10 best songs of 2024 with DJ Grant in front of the camera. I mean, come on. We let us see it, bro. We really do. I'm excited, man. I'm guessing they're all... I don't think it's a collective top 10. I think they're all doing their own top 10s. I didn't do any top lists or anything favorites this year. I didn't really feel like it. I feel like I liked everything that I listened to, and there's so much stuff that I didn't listen to yet still, but whatever. Anyway.
Santa has to go to rehab, he said. Ho, ho, ho.
Welcome back to HIVEMIND Unlimited.
Yes, sir.
Today, we are counting down our 10 favorite songs of 2024, but we've got a very special guest joining us for the first time maybe it's the first time. It's DJ Grant.
Stuck between the rock and a hard place.
I'm hard. It's definitely me. You're the rock.
That's what I was thinking in my head. Yeah.
Nice.
DJ Grant, if you don't know, he is usually laugh and usually behind camera. Now he's
Yes.
in front of camera, and he probably will just be talking about sad music.
He'll be laughing
Probably.
Well, maybe a little bit of both.
We have a Patreon, $5 a month. We also
Join it.
have a join member to YouTube, HIVEMIND. And then we also have Copes.shop for clothes. And we will have our 10 favorite albums of the year coming out right after this, probably tomorrow. Cool. Is there anything else? I mean,
No.
I'm ready to rip and roll.
Yeah.
All right.
We all prepared nice lists.
How tall are you, Grant?
see.
5'9".
It's going to go
Nice.
me, then Grant, then Graydon.
Great. I'm last.
Kronk made the order.
Great, Kronk. Thanks. When's Kronk's special list? When's that episode coming out?
You have to work here for 4 years, and then you get to be on camera once.
When's Roseville Sucks top 10 playlist coming out? Everyone's waiting for that. Who's Pete Davidson gonna date next? I'm so sick of this
Yikes.
shit.
All right, my number 10 song is Porter Robinson's Cheerleader. What are you doing with
Okay.
your phone?
Dude, are you taking pictures?
I just got my list up. I'm just ready to talk about
It's
music.
gonna be up.
I know. I'm just,
When it's your turn, pull it up.
Yeah, and you also don't get to have your
Dropping
phone.
FPS? You gotta be kidding me.
You've seen this show a lot of times.
Yeah, but it's like a change up for them.
Change up for who?
Them.
Who is that?
Us.
Camera.
Go ahead, Riley. Talk about Porter Robinson.
When this song came out, I listened to it on repeat. I believe
Haven't
it
heard
was
it.
in my top 5 most played songs of the year. I just love the way that
Nice.
this song plays with perspective on fandom and standom, and also just it's a nice little pop song that it acts as commentary about parasocial relationships, which most of this album kind of deals with pretty heavily. I also debated putting in Russian Roulette, but I wanted to keep it to one song per artist, and I think
that's
this is the
valid.
one I spent the most time with. Great song. All right, Grant,
saw
what's
that.
yours?
Mount Erie, I Need New Eyes. This is the last
Also
track
haven't heard
of
that.
Night Palace, Mount Erie's 2024 latest installment LP.
Okay.
This song is like really, really immersive. It deals a lot with like
I like that cover art.
aging and what it feels
cool.
to grow old. And I thought it was a really, really nice, like fully sounding song in terms of like its waves and balance that it goes through. So I really loved this one.
I just listened to this album and I really liked it as well.
It's so like,
I Found a Fish and this song a lot.
yeah.
I wrote absolutely nothing about my song, so I'm gonna freestyle. Ian Kronk made my list for me, so let's see.
Yo.
Oh no, yeah, this is a great choice by me. This one just slipped in kind of late. The song didn't come out that long ago, but it's an absolutely ridiculous
What we
track
got?
from Detroit DJ High Tech featuring Detroit rappers Z Loopers called Shadow Realm.
Okay.
There's another couple rappers on it, but it's really the Z High Tech combo here that just
Nice.
this is like a propulsive, almost hard
Loopers
style
hard.
Eastern European techno beat with Z Loopers talking about like getting his meat sucked on it, and it's like,
Nice.
silly but like so driving that like 2 minutes in you're like, and I like that kind of feeling, man. And I've played it in a couple of Ubers I've had recently, and it's made some people uncomfortable. And it's a real vibe check. If someone can get down with it, you're like, it's good
I
song.
like songs like that, bro.
Number 9, I got Third Coast by Tizo Touchdown. A song
okay.
that we all spent a lot of time
valid.
with this year. It's one of those that you put on at a party,
Port
and everybody's like, what's up? Stuff like that. This song is so great. And
What's
it's
y'all
so,
favorite song in Third Coast? The first track, the second track, or the third one, which is technically Third Coast because the snippet that was Anyway, but which one was it? Me personally, that second one, that beat switch into that second one is crazy, bro.
It just surprises you. If you have not heard it, there's a lot of changes in it that you wouldn't be expecting.
Awesome.
What was that now?
It's a sweet.
Yeah, I'm talking, and then it's interesting because then you talk, you know. But I agree, it's pretty sweet song.
Yeah, the Crying Nudes, Greaser. All I wrote down for
Okay,
this one, it's a
not
vibe.
familiar.
Just go check it out.
Hell yeah.
What genre
Sick.
is it?
It's like slowcore indie.
Nice.
Okay, like Duster type shit.
Not like Duster. It's a little bit more fast core.
Oh, it's fast.
It's like medium core.
Medium.
Yeah, it's
okay.
got a little bounce to it. I think they're from New York. They're a really,
limit
really
core?
great band. They had an album come out this year as well. Check it out if you want.
And if you don't, hell yeah. This is mine.
Whoa!
What the? This is Third Coast by Tizo.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, this is just a song we've all spent a lot of time with. You can pop it on at a party.
Well said.
Facts.
Bitches go nuts to it, which
I
is
didn't
a
say
great
that part.
thing about it. I love drinking. And I'm a problem once I get a couple in me. And
Yo.
I grind on people that don't ask to grind usually when this song
Yikes.
comes
That's
on.
not cool.
That's not
And the
okay.
quote, now I'll give my opinion on the song.
I didn't say any of that last part.
No, this is sick. This is a retro banger that is a sweet. It kind of hits like 3 different genres of like an early 2000s, late 80s jam, and
Not
it
for
has
real.
the classic lyrical stylings of Tizo that are like cheeky, and he's playing with the tropes and concepts of hip hop that we're all familiar with, or R&B, but he does it in like almost a cartoonish
That
way.
album is so hard, bro. Like,
Baby got that wah 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 wah.
yes.
I got bikes, a lot of bikes.
Got ice, 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 ice.
Yeah,
Boy.
great song. Shout out Tizo. I love you, dog.
My number 8 song is Right Back to It by Waxahachie featuring MJ Lenderman.
Not
This
familiar.
song is just a nice little folksy country song, kind of a ballad. It was really good harmonies. I love the way that MJ Lenderman's voice pairs with Waxahachie's voice. And I saw someone compare it to a Taylor Swift song, and I was like, yeah, this is kind of like if my ultimate folklore by Taylor Swift type of song. If it was made this way, that's the way I like it. That's how it should have been done. That's
Okay.
that shit I'm talking about.
That's
You guys
respectable.
made me feel nervous there, and I felt like I had to get cool.
You're doing a great job, man. I love hearing how passionate you are about Taylor Swift's music.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It really is
I'm
awesome
not-
when I hear you open up about that side of yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Can you say Waxahachie again?
Waxahachie?
Because I'm not
Nice.
gonna lie, I've seen this band name a dillion times.
Yeah.
Never heard anyone say it, and right as it came out of your mouth, I got some sort of electric satisfaction.
Yeah. How would you have pronounced it before?
Waxahachie or something like that. I would have gone for a on it.
That's so real, actually.
Wax hatchet.
Yeah. See, my guess was gonna be Wichita. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
Okay, yeah, wax hatchet. That's what I call
Bro.
it when I get a Brazilian wax.
Downstairs.
Wax hatchet is
Call it a Wax
crazy.
hatchet.
Yeah.
Want to see my wax hatchet? It's glistening.
so it's
Yo.
your C after the waxy.
Right. It's a
Okay,
wax
yeah.
hatchet.
Got it. The wax hatchet.
Gary Paulson's Hatchet. You ever read that book, guys?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
And Barnes
number
Windsor,
8
the
for
sequel.
me, the Marias, No One Noticed. This is kind of the
Okay.
surprise hit off their latest
Again, not
album,
familiar,
Submarine.
but you know. Well, I mean, I
it's
know the
full-
Marias, but I just don't know that song.
This album is full of
listened
like
to the
a
new
lot
album.
of like big pop songs. This one is way more subtle though. It's more jazzy. It has a really nice rhythm with like a tambourine going on in there, which I
I didn't
really
watch the
love.
Coachella set either.
I saw this
Saw they
live
were on, but
at
I was
Austin
watching
City
someone
Limits
else.
off a couple different things,
Ooh.
and I really fell into it. Like, thank you very much.
You really tore that ACL up, by the way.
Oh, it was bad too.
Yeah.
Both
Yikes.
knees.
What?
But yeah, really love this one. And like I said, it was definitely the surprise hit off this album. Like, this is the #1 stream song on an album full of like really big pop songs, kind of sad pop songs. But this one is like the sad song on the album, and it's got the most streams, which is very surprising to me.
That's crazy.
However, it's a very, very smooth song, and they released an extended version for it if you like the vibe.
Wow.
Nice.
I love the
That's
story
cool.
of this album, how they broke up and like kept it together for this record.
Yeah.
It's very Fleetwood Mac-esque kind of.
Or slow dive.
Yeah, slow dive. Yeah, I loved I don't know. I listened to their NPR.
I also only have one Slow Dive song liked, I think.
Because of you before this. And then
Liked it very recently.
Their back-to-back records, like with that in mind, knowing more context about their relationship is just super cool. I like
Another
the
Marines
idea
were in a
that they
relationship, man. That's
fall
cool.
in love,
Well,
set
I guess not because they broke up.
But
don't know, man.
inevitably that influences like the writing of it. It's really beautiful.
Really, really great. Yeah.
Yeah. God, a couple of these, at least two of my first three have like come out in the last couple months. I've had significant life events and extreme emotional tidal waves go through my body, and that usually ends up in me doing deeper dives, and not only deeper dives into music, but having a stronger connection with music. You guys,
Real.
are we following, or do I need cue cards? All right, I found this album. It's by Alexander. An insane record. This is my favorite song off of it. I almost included this in my albums, and I might have forgot. But hold tight, the next video is coming out. This one's called Friend Zone. It's
Okay.
I don't even know how to describe it. This whole
familiar
record
with
is
By
kind of
Alexander, but not this
experimental
song.
Jazz with occasional.
I think I only know,
flashes
like,
of
two
hip-hop
songs.
and dance music infusion. It's a lot of live instrumentation with sampling. There's an 070 Shake feature on the album that's really cool. There's a lot of rap features on it. But this one, if you like good shit, check it out. I'm gonna take you up the friend zone, huh? That's a little preview.
See, I'm trying to get in the friend zone, where my friends own houses, own land, own property.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get all my friends to own. So I'm getting the friend zone.
Nice.
All right, next song. Okay, this one.
All right, play off the grid.
Bit of a deep cut here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say.
follow me here. All right.
Say.
For my obscure music listeners out
Here
there,
we
this
go.
one is called Like That by an MC named Future and
Hey, I'm
a
crying.
DJ. I guess you got a vinyl scratch cat named Metro Boomin.
Yo.
It features another cat named Kendrick Lamar, who does a bit of a jazz thing or something, but with words and singing and also with fast talking. Yeah, this song was just obviously
song.
a huge moment, but I just absolutely love the way that this beat is flipped from that like classic
Yeah.
80s rap song. I'm blanking on what it is right now.
That
but
Eazy-E.
It's just like such a cool homage to like the beginnings of hip hop, and then turned into this song that is like the contrast between the verses it kills me every time.
Yeah.
It's so funny that like Future's talking about like losing one of his diamonds in her throat.
Yep.
She might choke if he loses,
Ball
whatever.
like a championship game.
I'll be a ball like a championship game. And then you get Kendrick just doing his thing that
Yep.
obviously ignited the whole year, where there was a lot of beef and arguing
back and forth.
between me and my friends
Yeah.
in my personal life because of a
Yeah.
big tidal wave of emotions kind of went through
Yeah.
my body. And I obviously like to do deep dives during that. And so I deep dove into this song many, many times. Like That by Future and Metro Boomin.
Can I share my favorite experience with this song?
Sure.
I was sitting at a tapas joint in Barcelona with Jacob Sigmund, and it was the day after a wedding where we partied until 4 a.m.
Sick.
And for whatever reason, the soundtrack in this little quaint tapas joint was all hip hop. And when this song came on, Jake became a problem for the entire population of Spain, really, but
Yikes.
more intimately in this restaurant. He's in, some sort of mismatched pajama outfit with a stretched out collar shirt. Little did I know, Jake knows every word to this song.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes.
We talked about it a lot.
He started going he's like. And we're with like two of our Spanish friends that don't know him that well, and other people in the restaurant are like, and Jake's like doing fake honey spreads, like looking at me. I'm joining in. I'm like having a conversation, and then I'm like,
Hey, that is hilarious.
and then it ends, and he's like back to his sardines, and he's like, "Wow, dude, that song really got me back into hip hop." And I was like, "I can tell."
Yeah.
No, for real.
I was gonna say one of my favorite things about this song is the day that it came out. Everybody, like, I got so many texts
Yeah.
from just friends who obviously follow hip hop closely, but just everybody started talking about stuff
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And Jacob was one of them. Like, he was texting me like, "So what do you think about this? Like, what's gonna happen? Is it has it been too long for Kendrick to respond to Drake? Like all that stuff." And it was great to have a conversation, regardless of what you think about all the allegations and stuff.
Yeah.
It was just like fun to have a big landmark event happen again. And I feel like this is
Real.
the best single song to come out of
Yeah.
it,
No, it's Euphoria. Be honest, it's Euphoria, bro. It's Euphoria, but I guess.
Okay, number 7 for me, the motifs yours and mine. Awesome
Okay.
artist alert. This was
Some artists. That's funny.
You know,
That's
okay,
funny.
number 7 for me, the motifs yours and mine.
Oh, again, not familiar.
Artist alert. This was
I love that Grant doesn't do videos that so
Awesome artist alert.
wrote it out and was like, that'll be good if I say
no, I
that.
did. Look, all caps.
No, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome artist alert. This was my fave off a 2024 EP called Love and I. It's incredibly smooth and digestible indie music that is so bubbly and subtle. Really pushing the HIVEMIND army to give this band some love. They should be 10
Okay.
times the size that they are. They have like 2K on Spotify right now. So get in there. I also recommend their last year's album, I'm the One You Love. It's a very, very, very fun, smooth winter listening experience. Highly, highly recommend.
Oh, nice for you, man. Putting on an underground artist.
Not for real.
now.
You were doing
W
a good
Max.
job. You're like Anthony Fantano if he had hair, was younger, stronger, and was obsessed with Arsenal.
LP, visceral. Are those good words to use?
I love that.
Yeah.
shit.
Nice.
Okay, good.
Say rattling hi-hats or skittering hi-hats.
Skittering hi-hats.
Huh?
Are you choking yourself?
Oh yeah, sorry. My face, my head's having trouble staying on my neck.
Yikes. That reminds me, I gotta watch The Substance.
I'm gonna hit you here with a good one. Number
I'm
7.
streaming it?
This is really old artist Nick Lowe and the Low Straight Jackets with A Quiet Place. Now,
Okay.
I had. If you're a reader of the newsletter, I suggested Jesus of Cool.
This cover
It's
art
kind
is
of the
sick.
quintessential landmark Nick Lowe album from like 1979. He's punk artist turned kind of obscure pop crooner in that Costello vein of guys that like had that transition. And I think he brings such like a quirky, funny perspective to music that is just a little more funky and pop. He kind of brings that edge, that like communist style, kind of fucking radical liberal attitude to it. And he's one of those old guys that still is just like super prolific. And so I found Jesus of Cool. I got obsessed with songs like Sound of Breaking Glass, Little Hitler, obviously, Nutted by Reality.
I saved that album.
And then I'm just like, you know, I followed him on Spotify, but I'm like, whatever, this guy's about to die. He doesn't release music anymore.
Yikes.
Boom. What do I get? Right in the middle of fall, as I like discover this old artist, he drops a new album. I'm like, oh,
Crazy.
this is gonna be.
It's
the
always
sad-
so awesome to discover an artist and then they immediately drop like new music. It's just like, bro, that timing is sick, dude.
cigarette stained kind of maybe he's gone conservative or something album
Yikes.
that you get from an old guy like that. Wrong. It's awesome. He's still doing it. He still has this quality to his voice that is just like, I don't know, it cuts right through. It's almost Leonard Cohen like, but he's a little more like melodic and in tune. It's really, I don't know. This like the second I heard this song, I like pictured a scene in a movie or like a wide film landscape or something. It's just very scenic. It's very
That's what this
beautiful.
cover art's
It's,
making me think.
quaint and strange still. I love it. Go give this whole record a listen. I can't.
Looks like a
talk about
close-up
how
introduction
meaningful
shot.
Nick Lowe was for like my music taste this year. It really shifted me in a direction that I'm very happy to be heading.
Is that a
Nice.
scene from Pulp Fiction on there?
No, I think
No.
that's a scene from something. The album's called like the Sexy Rainforest or something like that.
There she is.
Number 6, I Got No Problem by Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
This song is just, I mean,
Classic.
crazy. No, I Got Forever by Howdy. And this album, man, this album really took me
Interesting.
from like a casual Howdy fan to a big, big fan of what they're able to just put together on an album, like in terms of genre, the way that it plays with things. It has sensibilities that you can tell are informed by a lot of modern, even hip hop in a weird way. This is definitely more of like a folk album, and it plays with some electronic elements. I feel like there's fans of Beck will kind of like what Howdy does, but it's more subtle than that. And then, you know, fans of if you like MJ Lenderman or you like Phoebe Bridgers, you'll like Howdy's album.
Okay.
Yeah, what you
I
raise your
like
hand?
Phoebe Bridgers.
You'll like it then.
Nice.
This song also has a music video that features our friends Veronica and Kyle, who you may know from
Sick.
Veronica is Cool on Instagram. Veronica
Oh, sick.
Slokoska and Kyle Chase.
They're hilarious.
They are in a very funny music video for this song, which is just a very heartfelt song, just about loving somebody until the end of time, and how you'll always love them.
Real.
Great job, Riley.
Thanks, man.
Nice.
The notes boy again.
He's about to hit you with big word.
Big word. Not really, actually. Porter Robinson, Is There Really No Happiness? This is off the same album that this guy was talking about over here.
What's up, guys?
Second ago. I wrote down here, I didn't give this album much of my attention until I saw him live at ACL, Austin City Limits. Back to back.
Sick. I wanna go to ACL, bro.
Kind of insane.
He was off that thing.
I was off them things that day.
Couple different
A
things.
lot of different things that day.
Nice.
And I was
Shots
sitting
of
there
things.
with our friends Nistopia and Eric DOA. And actually, during that set, Eric DOA had a bit of a moment on stage. Was like the kid in the crowd, and Porter was like, "Who wants to do this thing for me?" And Eric was like, "Oh, me." And he pulled Eric up on stage, and Eric started hitting some bongos up there, which I thought was really funny.
That's sick.
He's a random kid in the crowd of like fucking 20,000 people or something like
But
that.
Eric DOA also was opening Porter Robinson's tour.
Well, yeah.
So it's like
it
funny
was-
that he knows him.
Yeah. So he got pulled on stage for that, which I thought was really great. But nonetheless, this song really had a grip on me after I saw him live.
DOA's new
It's got
EP is
lot
a
of indie
vibe, bro.
influences, as well as a lot of EDM influences on this one specifically. And I love the message of it. Like, is there really no happiness without this feeling? Give me a drug, give me drugs.
Jesus.
That was like the whole message I got
Dude,
from
you
it.
should
At least.
not
Nice.
do drugs.
Give me a
Or,
drug.
you
That's the
know,
last thing you need, man.
Don't do drugs unless you brought enough for the whole class. Kronk, shut up.
Shut up, Kronk.
Jesus, Kronk. Kronk's behind the camera, and that's that's where he belongs.
Kronk.
But yeah, great tune. Got a lot of highs and lows on this one.
Crux, are you eating pizza rolls right now? You gotta
Kronk.
focus on the video, man.
Sure.
I don't know what to say.
Catchphrase.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's hit me with 6, Kronko. Oh, shit. I love this song.
Oh yeah.
This is Faye Webster's "Wanna Quit All the Time."
Okay.
Holy smokes. Oh, this is
I didn't listen to the
mine,
whole
yeah.
album.
it's like-
I only know 2 songs off of that. The singles.
Not gonna lie, I kind of owe my Faye fandom that I found myself in this year to you guys. You guys really put me on and promoted this album as it came out. You were like, you should really dive into this shit. I was like, I'll give it a little shot. And I think this is the second track on the album. And I almost stopped there because I just repeated this song about 400 times this year.
Yeah, your CD was skipping.
Yikes.
That was just supposed to be like a quick. It was like, just like an interjection. Like, keep going, man.
Yikes.
It's like a pat on the back almost.
Yeah, I feel you, Faye. Trust me, I know this feeling very well, Faye. I'm with you, girl. It is tough to keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
And this song's full of the emotions of self-doubt. And, just trying to find perseverance in what can be a very sad world full of haters. So keep going, Faye. You're awesome. I love this track so much. This whole album's a joy. I'm sure this one's not very new to any of y'all.
Bro.
I wanted to express that I fuck around with it.
Number 5, I got The Box by Roddy
Box.
Ricch. Again,
Fives.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. Big smash.
Yo.
No, I got Taste by Sabrina Carpenter. Which,
Okay, a song I know.
For a main.
I still haven't listened to Short and Sweet. Look, man. Look, I've been going through stuff on the sticky note, all right? I've been going through stuff. I'm finally down to not having anything under 27 minutes as of right now. I have some editing to do, but then I got more stuff, and Short and Sweet is in here somewhere. It's not that long, but I'll get to it. It's not listening to Conglomerate. There's a couple, bro. There's a couple, dude.
Stream pop song. It doesn't get
And
much
then
better.
I have the entire spreadsheet. And then I have another sticky note of stuff that I've heard some stuff off of, like not all of it,
than this, in my opinion.
There's that,
I don't know
too.
how. The verse melodies are catchier than the hook melody, which is so catchy. It's just, and I don't usually like when a big pop song has like some twangy guitars in it, or
Fair.
I don't know. There's something about this flavor I don't usually like.
Taste.
Hell yeah, man.
I see what he did there. I see what he did there.
But
Okay.
this song, I love it every time it comes on. I love singing it like an old country crooner too. I do that around the office all the time.
He does.
Nice.
Well, I make quite an impression. 5 feet to be exact. And it's about how the next girl that kisses her boyfriend's gonna taste her box, and that's just crazy. It makes a song.
Crazy, yeah.
That is crazy when he puts it like that.
Okay.
For sure.
When she says it, it's like, all right, I guess. But
It's like a shitty little painting.
It's not awesome. It looks
so
yeah,
shitty. Tell
Pencil
me about it.
Legs.
Looks
All right,
shitty
I'll tell you a
as
little
shit.
bit about it.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
Ukrainian singer-songwriter Pencil Legs follows up their self-titled debut album Pencil Legs with a new
I
album
heard
titled
Pencil
Fruit
Legs.
Under
The
the
OG.
Tree. This is my favorite song.
I
off
heard
of
that,
it.
that
It's
project.
got a lot
Let me
of
see.
like
That name's
really cool
familiar.
guitar riffs and vocals that are delivered like.
yes, I did listen to Pencil Legs. What's my favorite song off here? Honestly, I don't know. When did this come out? I don't. It's funny. I don't remember listening to this, but I did. 2022. I don't know. I've been listening to it though.
Stuff like that.
There's a couple songs that be coming on every now and then.
If you
I
like that, you're gonna really like this album slash song on it. But yeah, their discography is very fire and they're really great. So
Did you use ChatGPT for this?
no, I use my brain and my fingers.
Nice.
Would you say this is like R&B inspired? kind
No,
of stuff?
this is indie as fuck.
Just your vocals there made me think of like Genuine.
Omarion, I thought.
Yeah.
DiGiorno.
Usher. It's more than delivery. It's Usher. Whatever. Cut that. Are
Yo,
you all good?
do an edit.
Yeah.
Pencil
yeah.
legs doll.
Yeah, and it's sad too.
Did you do a pizza R&B singer joke? Just checking. You said
I said
DiGiorno?
cut that.
Well, yeah. Well, I was doing that.
Yeah, and then I jumped in with the Usher.
De Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro. What the hell? Free
Yeah.
Rio, by the way.
Free.
He's out.
Rio's free.
bro.
Oh, no, I know.
Oh,
That's what I said.
Keep
Free-
them free.
Yeah, free Rio.
Keep 'em.
Yeah.
Keep them free.
That my favorite type of Rio is free Rio.
You'll like this one, Grant. At number 5, Graydon's got Adrian Lankers.
Who is
Sadness says again.
Who is that? Come on now.
Thank you guys. Yeah, this song in 60 years will sound probably better than it did when it came out.
Wow.
That's actually real.
There's a timelessness to this song and the way
I love songs like that,
only
bro.
that it's written. Obviously, Adrian Lanker's like one of the best songwriters walking the planet right now. But it's like the production and the mix here that like couples with the writing that I feel like really builds something so emotionally sophisticated that it literally cannot be understood for like a decade. I think as every day and every year that goes by, this song will like make more and more sense and can truly live with you, and it's lived with me, and some months I have to avoid it. It's like that good.
That's
It's like
fair.
a movie that you see and you're like, maybe in a couple years I'll rewatch that. Like that's how
Real.
I feel about this song. It's so special. That's all I have to say.
Very
like
well
that.
said. My number 4 song is Candy by McGee.
I haven't listened to the McGee album yet either, bro.
You just forgot?
I had that one saved since the day it came out, bro.
Candy is all in my business. And if she's looking hard, she will find it. Candy, are you wasting time?
You just like to fantasize.
Yo.
Candy, are you? Oh shit, you guys are done.
I prefer when you're talking about.
heat of the night, you're calling. I could have
Hey.
picked basically any song on this album, but this is just the catchiest, the one I come back to on its own the most. That's
real.
I'll get into him in our albums video. But yeah, I mean, the atmosphere, and then this one is just like that melody. I mean, come on. it's insane.
Yeah, it's something. He put that.
I already forget how it goes.
Candy is all in my business.
Bro, spoilers.
Many Phil Collins. Sorry.
I honestly, I was like hesitant about McGee at the beginning of the year because it was just so hyped. It was like I saw it everywhere. Everybody's like, "Oh, McGee."
See, I didn't,
And was just
bro.
kind of like, "Oh, whatever, I'll get around to it." And then the moment I
Like I
listened to
didn't
it, was
until the
like,
last couple
"Oh,
weeks.
Yeah, okay, that's.
I was hearing everyone talk about how good the McGee album was.
The music thing. So if you are one of those people who has seen the name everywhere and have not listened, it really is a world within its
Listen
own.
to the album,
I watched a
but
reaction
I like
video
McGee,
the
though.
other day to 2 Star and the Dream Police where I saw kind of my own listening process the first time happen on screen. It was John Denton's video. Shout out to John
Nice.
Denton. Where at first he was like, there's so
John.
many weird choices here. I kind of wish these songs were produced differently. There's like, this is like first 4 songs. He's saying that. Then one song clicks for him. The rest of the album clicks more and more and more. And then by the end, he's like, I want to listen to it again to hear with new ears the first 4 songs where I'm not questioning the choices, but realizing that it's a very intentionally different sounding world of its own album. And so I urge anyone to listen to it with that in mind. Like, go in and let yourself experience it that way, and
Nice.
then come back around to it, and it'll be like kind of a craving you can only satisfy by listening to him.
You guys are both just so good at talking. All right, number 4
Real.
for me, I got Image by Magdalena Bay.
Y'all know I haven't listened to that yet. I need to,
We
though.
moved from,
This album
Brad
everyone's been
Summer
talking
to
about for a
Magdalena Bay.
minute now.
Hell
It
yeah,
was
girl.
a great transition. This is got to be the most infectious chorus of the entire year. Every time it comes on, my nipples twist in circles, and it is an incredible time. If you have not heard this album or this song, I highly recommend it. I mean, the synth.
Yeah, that's on
chorus is
the
like,
that's on the must listen to.
meet your brand new image.
So much tension in this chorus too. That's
Oh,
the thing. It's
yeah.
like it's one of the catchiest songs on there, but it's also like it's weird. It's got like a weird push and pull, like a swell to it. I love this song.
Yeah, it's great. So that's number 4 for old G over here.
Nice.
Up next, I got Coors Cora Coors by Lou Adrian Cassidy. And if
Okay.
I'm mispronouncing her name wrong, that's my bad because she is a French Canadian Montreal pop
Nice.
star that I would invest I'm all chips in.
Okay.
All in on this girl.
Cassidy coin.
Oh my God. I liked her music maybe 2 years ago when I discovered it, and it was much more on the indie side.
Nice.
And it was almost novelty to me as someone that doesn't speak French at the time, being like, wow, this is a really sweet sounding. I like world music and songs in other languages.
Yeah.
But in the last year and the singles that are for this upcoming album that I think comes out in late January, something happened. She got a
Reserve?
team or is working with the right people, because these are like orchestral, epic pop songs. This one has like a quirky piano line throughout it, and every song evolves. She's playing with weird time signatures. There's the
18 days.
Demoy. That is another single off this upcoming album that is like sounds like French ABBA or something.
Go back and save the other ones they're talking about.
All in. I don't think a lot of you have heard of this artist. All I can say is like go enjoy, and if you listen to it right now, you're right in time for what I think is going to be like a game changer international pop record.
I'm in.
Really?
I'm in. I'm all the way in.
My number 3 song is
Top
Sympathy
threes.
as a Knife by Charlie XCX. It was really going to be between this or the Lord remix of Girl So Confusing, which I think are
valid.
two very important pop records from this year. Sympathy as a Knife, I just haven't heard a more like explosive pop chorus than this song in a long time, which is why I was kind of disappointed by the remix with Ariana Grande, because they didn't let Charlie and Ariana both sing that. I felt like that would have been a powerful thing. I do like that remix, but I was really hoping to hear
The remixes
Ariana
are
kind of,
cool,
like,
and I think what I like about the remix album is like we get to hear different takes on a lot of the songs that we get. Most of the remixes don't sound anything like the original versions, aside from like Guess, Talk, and I think there's like one more song. I mean, 360 with Young Lean and Robin, pretty much the same. But other than that, most of the remixes sound like completely different, which I thought was cool, but I still appreciated the original versions much more.
just belt that chorus. This song is awesome for many reasons. I feel like it deals with a very complicated emotion of jealousy and dealing with fame or relative fame, and then being around somebody who is very different and someone that you could kind of never be. I feel like that's how Charlie XCX viewed her relationship to Taylor Swift, and I feel like that's what this song is about. Obviously, I don't know 100%, but you know, just the kind of the ugly side of being around somebody, feeling a little bit of a jealousy for them, and then maybe turning that into anger or dismissiveness, or even just preying on someone's downfall in a certain way. And I think that, yeah, this song is just, I never get tired of listening to this song. And I'll be honest, at home, when I listen to it and my roommate's not home, I'll dance around the house to this song.
Oh,
That's real.
To be vulnerable with the fans, man.
That's valid.
dude.
Way to be.
That's valid.
You are so good at talking.
Thanks, man.
All right, there we go. I got my notes out again. Fouché, Still Around. This is
okay.
a very, very fun R&B pop album from
Absolutely.
this year. This was my personal favorite.
I didn't see enough talk about that
has
EP.
a incredibly fun bongo bass like duel on the entire record here. It also deals with a very, very fun topic. If you're still around, make sure you make it my way. Talking about an ex, I'm assuming, of some sort. I don't know. It could be
An ex that was really good at baking.
Yeah, come on back over here. I missed your cooking type thing. I don't know. Great tune here. It's also got a lot of really fun, like the opening track, "Birds and Bees," is just like a super, super.
I think "Feel Like Home" is kind of the hit.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite.
Oh yeah, dog.
You guys are so much better at talking
Fouché.
than me.
I think you're doing great.
I think you're doing great.
You guys think I'm doing all right?
Yeah.
I'm interested. Like you're selling me on it, and I feel like that's the goal. This shit bopped. It's fuck. I'm not even gonna try and say Niloufer Yanya's name, but god damn it, this is one of the songs binding. Graydon don't take the bait very often on YouTube critic stuff.
Fantano, yeah. Yeah.
And Fantano threw a little spinner lure out into a weed bed, and me and my fish wife were there, and we were nesting. It was spring, spawning season, if you will. And I saw that little spinner, and being a male bass, I got angry at the shimmery light, and I attacked it. I said, "What is this? This can't be as good as the number says." I listened to the album. Awesome. Great experimental pop R&B stuff going on here, but this is just... There's those rare instances where a song just kind of grabs you and then haunts you the rest of the year. She put something in this one. She's got this like very enticing vocal performance on it. I don't know. Everything about it I like. I can listen to this song all the time. Every time it comes on, I'm in for the whole ride.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite artists right now. Her 2022 record, Painless, is just, it's one of my favorite albums of that year. If you like this stuff, go back even further to 2022. This is a real deal artist.
Yeah, I love this record.
Love her.
Number 2 for me.
Okay.
Up there.
Top 2.
What the? I got "Sadness as a Gift" by Adrian Lenker.
Okay.
Graydon, you talked about this beautifully. I agree. A timeless song. I will say, from a song structure standpoint, I very much agree with what you said, where it's like, this is a song you can't always go to. And I feel like that is part of the reason that the beginning of this song is like almost like getting ready for the song. Yeah, it's got like sounds and things, like it doesn't go right into it, because I feel like if it did,
I love songs
it
like
would
that,
be
bro.
almost jarring.
I love a
if
good
you're
build up,
truly
and that's kind of what I dislike about a lot of songs nowadays being so short. Cause like you don't really get to build up, bro. They just give it to you straight. Come on, man. Let me feel it first. Let me,
feeling and listening.
Let me
to
get
what
immersed,
Adrian Lenker
bro.
is saying on
Every
this
time I
song.
get immersed, bro, the song's over because they be like 1 minute and 40 seconds, bro. Like, come on, dude.
I think it's a very beautiful representation of a super, super complicated emotion, and something that I am still learning about as I listen to this song. My favorite artist of all time that I've talked about a lot on the show, Bright Eyes, always puts this weird track 1 on all of the Bright Eyes albums is like kind of a weird sound experiment to ward off the casual listener. And I very much felt like that for the first 10 seconds of the song. It's almost like, we're not going to let this be, a hit. This can't just be a straightforward, great folk ballad. Yep. And it's just too good that, of course, it became a very popular song in Adrian Lenker's solo catalog. But yeah, I absolutely adore this song, and it's a song that I had to check that came out this year because I feel like I've spent 5 years with it.
I agree.
Wow.
So love it.
That's real. There's a couple songs that I just took out of my current rotation recently that I'm like, dude, this just came out like 10 months ago. Really?
The song.
Yeah.
I've been playing them over and over and over, bro.
You can see the
Don't do it, Grant.
All right, number 2 for me is Special by Mercury.
Okay. Oh, this cover art
was
is
my favorite
sick.
song of the year at one point. I kept playing it over
That's
and over and over again in my car. It's a swelling indie rock song that kind of builds and progresses towards the end, dealing with a very, very fun topic. And it's like, I want to be special too. Why is everyone so special? Why can't I be special? I want to be special.
Hell yeah.
And it deals with that very, very vivid emotion. And so I really, really grabbed hold of this one earlier this year. Also, this band is typically on the heavier side of things, and this one was way more tame, which I did like a lot, but I do like some of their heavy stuff too. And they did release a couple tracks a little bit later after this one on a little 3-song EP that I also really enjoyed. So if you like this one, definitely give those a listen. They deal with some really fun topics, and I think they're a very, very fun band to look out for in the future. So.
I love when the heavy band pulls back.
Oh, yeah.
Something a little like,
Yeah.
Cool.
I like when the heavy band goes heavier. So it's basically just a wall of sound.
No, low key though. That's always
Number two
great.
for me, I have Allie Evenson's "You Poor Thing."
Wow.
Okay. Sick cover art once
This
again.
song-
Yo,
this song is my
all these
favorite
artists
off the
really
record.
locked in, bro.
I kind of when you put Candy on, and I had such a reaction.
2024
why
is the
I didn't
greatest
do
year of
Candy in my
music.
songs. I kind of played the rule here, where like if you're in my songs, I didn't do the albums, and vice versa. So I love this record
For every
by
genre.
Ally, obviously. But this one, it was when we went to the listening party, like. You know, Kronk helped out on this music video. We like saw this song from an early conception. It was one of the singles, so it was like I've had a longer time spent with it. But at the listening party, it just like I don't know, in the context of the whole thing, seeing Allie fucking shake that stupid hat off her head like 1,000 times and roll around on the floor. This song just I don't know. It's got everything to me that like this album is all about. It's heavy at times, it's sexy at times, it's weird at times, it's creepy, it's sleek, it's fun. I love it. I think this is like the all encapsulating, really big. Like when I show people Allie's music, this is the first song I show them, and I love the whole record. But this is kind of my jam off of it.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out. Getting into our number one songs of
Okay.
2024. Drop your number one
Top
song of
two, not
2024
two.
downstairs. My number one song is
I'm doing a real quick. Let me just kind of riff a top 10. Okay, I'm gonna do top 5, and then I'm gonna do the other ones in no particular order. Blue Slides, Schoolboy Q, number 1. It was my number 2 most played on Spotify, but it's my number 1, definitely like favorite off my favorite and personal best album of 2024. Blue Lips, Blue Slides is number 1. Then I'm gonna go FK Passat by Alex Bannon. That whole EP low key could just be the rest of, you know what I mean? But like specifically that song. Again, similar to what Graydon was just saying about that song. Heard it since the snippets. Like, really love that song. 3. I'm gonna go Never Remix, which was my number 1 most played song of the year. By No Worries. It's too short. That song could be 15 minutes long. I'd listen to it in its entirety every time. Number 4, I'm gonna say Is It a Crime? Montel Fish. I haven't listened to the whole album yet. It did get pushed back, which kind of threw it off for me because I was ready for it, and then once it came out, I wasn't. So I didn't listen to the whole thing yet, but I'm going to. I imagine the rest of it's great. 5, I'm gonna say. See, this is where it gets tough. You know what? Let me be funny. I'll say 5. Me and Payroll by Cash Cobain. I've been loving Sexy Drill, man. I can't stop listening to Sexy Drill, especially from Cash Cobain himself, man. It's great. Then the rest. We could go. What we got, man? Honestly, California, Chapel Roan. That was a song I listened because I didn't listen to the album right when it came out. So technically, for me, I'll say it was a 2024 release. Late 2023. That's basically 2024, bro. We'll take it. And then that song came out in 2020. So who cares, right? It's technically old, but to me, it's new. So whatever. We'll kind of throw that in on a technicality. Then I'll say. Honestly, dude, it kind of just came out, but Belt Boys, Saw Baby, that's kind of been my entire personality so far since it came out. That was 7. What's 8? 8 has to be something off of Brat, but the problem is I don't know what. So I'm just gonna say I might say something stupid because that song, she got in her introspective bag for sure. In a 9, I'll say that song didn't come out technically, so I can't say that. I don't know. Now I gotta look. Let me look and see what's in my current rotation still. Which I gotta take more stuff out. It's way too long right now. It was 110 hours and I got it down to 88, but that's still not enough. At all. Like not even close. Oh! I'm gonna say Okay, see, these last two were very difficult because like there's so many great options, so many songs that I genuinely loved. But like for a top, like just to narrow it down to top 10. Okay, 9, Backseat by Fred again with the Japanese House Flip and Scott Harkis on there. That's great. And in 10, I might go Amazing Interlude, Future, Metro Boomin. You know, there we go.
She's Leaving You by MJ Lenderman.
Okay.
It's just come on.
Yeah, come on.
This is just a perfect indie rock song. It's so catchy, so clever, so funny. Like, and also
I love funny songs, dude.
It's not unserious. That's the thing that I like about it, is it manages to be really clever, really funny, and not completely unserious. It still feels sincere, and it is still emotional, and it's emotionally like it's vulnerable while also managing to work in like lines that will literally make you crack up. It's one of those things that I look for in music where you get to show it to different people for different reasons. There's people who I know will be like, oh, this dude's kind of funny. Or somebody might be like, this is just a catchy indie rock song. And then, you know, fans of Built to Spill or Pavement will be like, I'm used to this. But then there's people who are fans of like, you know, Fountains of Wayne B-sides.
I'm in a
who will be
one Built
like,
to Spill
"This is
song
funny,"
still.
in the same way that those songs are.
Gotta get
And
more
I
into
can
them
literally just
too.
laugh out loud at.
There's too much, bro. My problem is there's too much music to listen to for the first time and like experience that for the first time, and then too many songs that I've already listened to that I want to like live with, and it's so difficult to find that balance because it's like you're either listening to new stuff all the time and never returning to it, and so then you kind of end up listening to it for the first time like 10 times, or you're never listening to anything new and you're always behind and you're just listening to like the same, you know, 2,000 songs every day, or not every day, but like all, you know, because that's literally just what I do.
Lyrics.
I listen to an album, I throw it in my current rotation, and then I rely on Spotify Shuffle to like actually play it. I've been going through my current rotation lately, and it's crazy how many songs I've only heard like 4 times, maybe, for them being in there for like a year.
One of the best songs of the year. So
It's crazy,
I
dude.
didn't put MJ Lenderman's record on my favorite albums of the year because I do feel like as a complete listening experience, it didn't really stack up to my other, you know, albums on that list. But this song is a great entryway to anybody who just wants to, you know, dive into MJ Lenderman's world. And then if you want to go one step further, a song from a few years ago, Someone Get the Grill Out of the Rain. It's just a song about getting the grill out of the rain. And it's
a cool title.
A minute and 20 seconds.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this dude is so awesome. And
Okay, honorable mention for my top 10. It's All Soup Now, King Cruel. That's another. That EP is fire. Sick. Yeah, that's a great song.
also very handsome, kind of a Man Crush Monday type of character.
Ooh.
My number one song of
Okay.
the year is Martingale by C Rose. This is an
Okay.
artist that I was aware of, but never really dove into until a little bit last year with his song called it's called like New House or Old House. It's their biggest song on their Spotify page, so I could be butchering that one. But
Real.
this song specifically is just a very, very, very stripped back vocal performance. I think one of the better vocal performances that I've heard this year. It's incredibly sad. It deals with a lot of like self-character reflection, the people around you, how they perceive you as well, and how you are trying to like navigate the self that you think you are and the self that you want to be. And it's a longer song, and it has a lot of like swaying portions of it, mainly from his vocal performances. But this song was like an absolute obsession of mine for a long time, especially late at night when I'm feeling a little sad.
Real. That was into the crime for me,
Great song
bro.
off an even better EP
song is
titled Flush, I believe.
late night vibes.
Little 5-song hitter, and every song got their own personality to it. A lot of fun production, a lot of
Shoot
great
it.
vocal performances. He is someone that I'm going to continue to listen to for a long, long, long time.
Thanks for opening up to the fans about the sad stuff.
No, I mean, wait till the album video.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for telling them that you shower in the dark.
Yeah.
I do with a candle on. Yeah.
Nice.
Here I go with my number one. Talk about a late riser in my fucking shit or whatever. This shit
Come on.
just this shit came out at the same time as like G and X, and I would listen to G and X, and then I would listen to this fucking album by Hayuko and Sunset Roller Coaster, which is a fucking mashup of two Taiwanese fucking sick psych ambient rock band. I'm not gonna be the guy to go into all the detail about this happening. The photo drew me in because it looks like Alive, that Uruguayan rugby team that all crashed on the mountain. And I said, is they using that photo as an album cover? I was like, no, these are just Taiwanese guys on a mountain. Holy shit. Is this a sonic experience? I have never found a record that sounds better on big speakers turned up loud. And I'm not Pink Floyd. Get fucked. All the any
Year of the Cat.
Don't care.
Okay.
It's just way better.
Yeah.
Wow.
This shit blows my mind. Yeah,
It's hard.
The whole album is
A lot of stuff I gotta save and eventually listen to.
It can be kind of exemplified. I sent it to cousin Dave, and he texted me back within 30 seconds and is like, "Oh hell yeah!" And then the jam really gets rolling about 2 minutes in. He replies in caps, "I didn't know they were gonna go like this." It's like off rip. You're like, "Wow, so nice." It's like, this water is really good. And then someone turns on the jacuzzi jets, and you're like, "Oh, shit!" It's great. I could go on and on. It's an awesome album. The song rocks. The whole thing rocks. Shout out Taiwan. And if that's not
Shout out Taiwan.
I'm sorry.
All right, those are our favorite songs of the year.
Debut songs.
Let's clap it up for music.
What a year for music in 2024, bro.
You guys.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, it was fun.
Yeah. Please comment your favorite music downstairs. We love that. We got
I said
our
all this
video
stuff.
coming out tomorrow, and Grant's gonna be here for that.
Did it
one
actually
too.
drop? I feel like I didn't see
It's gonna
that.
be awesome. Everybody, give it up for Grant, DJ Grant, hopping in.
WG Willikers, bro.
Come on.
You're doing great, man.
I was so nervous.
You did great. All right.
W
other than
Grant,
that,
man.
like the video, subscribe, all that stuff I said at the beginning. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for spending another year with us on HiveMind, HiveMind Unlimited, HiveMind Cheap Seats, HiveMind Limited, and also just being part of the community and sharing music with us. That is the most important thing about music, is sharing
Facts.
it with people you love.
Facts.
All
Which is why I
See
keep
you
everything
in
to
the
myself.
next one.
Nothing better than gatekeeping. But the other day I put one of my streamer homies onto some songs.
Tell people what to do.
And she was feeling them.
Anytime.
Well,
That's
I know,
a cool feeling.
Grant doesn't ever tell people what to do.
Yeah, he does. He just wrote a manifesto. He told the whole world what to do after he does the big one.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
It's
Yo.
big, man. You had like a weird, crudely drawn blueprint of the White House in there.
Yeah, I strapped some batteries together.
What the hell?
That aged interestingly, I think, or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. W songs, W music, bro. W HiveMind. I gotta find the album video and watch that because I didn't know they did that.